Hi guys. Hi guys, welcome to Wake Up Wednesday. With Tina Williams. Okay, today we're going to be talking about the beneficial ownership information filing report. So guys, this is super important because I was just doing a little search. Who what are the penalties for not filing BOI? Okay, guys, penalties for not filing a beneficial information report became can be severe. So, the deadlines to file are entities that are created before January 1 of 2021, 2024. So if you had your LLC or corporation formed prior to January 2024, you have to January 1st of 2025 to actually file this. I'm going to put this in another tab. Just open the thing in another tab. Let me see if I can do that. Is it going to let me without moving from here? Oh, okay, it's over there. Okay, so you basically will have that. Now, entities created or registered after January 2024, you have to file your report within 90 days of formation, right? Entities created after 2024 will then have to be so after 2024 the report is due within 30 days of formation. Some of those, so that's kind of conflicting, guys. Willful violation of reporting the requirements can be up to 2 years in prison and a fine of $10,000. I don't know how true that is. Let's go to the FinCEN.gov and actually read what they're saying here. So FinCEN for the beneficial ownership information. It's You can read up what it is. So like they got the FAQs. What is the beneficial ownership information? That's a lot in there. You can go and look at that question. But I will probably ask, I'm going to read this because I don't know. Why do we have to start reporting this? I don't know, but every company has to file. Guys, I did find that there are some exemptions to filing the BOI, but if you do not file it, there's a $500 a day penalty for not filing it. So it's super important to do this. So let's go here. What companies will be required to report the beneficial ownership? So companies required to report are reporting companies. Domestic reporting companies are corporations. Let me make that bigger for you guys so you can see here. Um, Corporations, limited liability companies, and any other entities created by filing a document with the Secretary of State or similar office in the United States. Also, foreign companies have to report, but we're talking about us. We are the domestic. Reporting companies that have to file this, right? So the U.S. laws is a company, a corporation. Yes, you got to be doing it. If it's a liability, yes. Was the company created by filing a document? Yes. Then you if you answer no to these questions, you don't have to file. But if you answer yes to these questions, you do have to file. You may have to file. That's what it's saying. Now, there are some exemptions to this. Are some companies exempt from reporting? Yes. If you're a securities reporting issuer, you don't have to file. If you're a government authority, you don't have to file. If you're a bank, you don't have to file. Credit unions don't have to file. Money service businesses don't have to file. Broker dealers, securities, investment company, venture capital company, insurance company, state licensed insurance producer company. You don't have to file. An accounting firm doesn't have to file. Public utility doesn't have to file. Tax exempt entity. So this is your 501c3s. I had read somewhere else that if you were a 501c3, you did have to file, but here they're saying tax exempt entities do not have to file. So 501c3, companies that have 501c3s don't have to file. So guys, you go ahead and you're gonna look here, and that's who you have to file. I'm just gonna pop back up to the top. And then I like that you are able, so nonprofits don't have to file. I was going to say, hey, there's a lot of nonprofits out there, that's a lot of reporting requirements, but at least the nonprofits don't have to file. So is your company a sole proprietor reporting company? No, unless the sole proprietor was created, or if a foreign registered business is unless a sole proprietor was created in the United States by filing a document with the Secretary of State or similar office. An entity is a reporting company if it was created in the United States by filing a document with the government agency, an IRS employer, fictitious business name, or professional occupation licenses do not create a new entity, and therefore does not make a sole proprietorship filing, such as a document that document a reporting company. So guys, hey, that's good information to know. You don't have to file if you're a sole proprietor. Let's just kind of go through these because this is important here. So a trust doesn't have to file. And that's good to know if you have a trust, because you don't have to file. A sole proprietor, well, let me read that again. A trust considered a reporting company? No, a trust with a court of law merely establishes the court's jurisdiction over any disputes. So a trust, it looks like they don't have to file. Sole proprietors don't have to file. A company registered in the U.S., yes, has to file. So if you're LLC, S corporations do have to file. So that does have to file. If a domestic company or limited liability is created by filing a document of a document with the Secretary of State, if a domestic corporation or limited liability is not created by filing a document with the Secretary of State. So how do you file a LLC and don't file it? Then it's not legal. Okay, so then you basically wouldn't have to file. Are entities formed under tribal law required to report? Yes, yes. That's a yes. With a lot of paragraphs there. Yep. So any company formed before the Transparency Act, man, it's definitely out there to go ahead and apply. All right, so guys, I know this one is lasting a little bit longer, but I'm actually going to go to the filing here, and then you're going to go to BSA e-filing, right? And then you're gonna go, I'm sorry, BOI e-filing, and then you're gonna go to the BOI e-filing link. You're gonna click get started. You're gonna prepare to submit online. That's gonna be easier. Then you're gonna press initial report. Next, put your reporting company in there. Guys, the rest of it is easy. It has if you're reporting for an existing company that was formed before January 1st, then you're going to click that button, and then you're going to put your address, the current address of the company. Then you're going to put your driver's license in there, and then well, if it requires that, if it's an existing company, it's going to gray this out. So you're going to say it's going to gray all of those things out. Then you're going to go to the next, and you're going to add your name, date of birth, driver's license, or whatever you want to use. And then you're going to upload your identifying document, and then you're going to go to the submit page and certify that you did it. And guys, that's how you file it. It's not as hard as you think it would be. It's really easy to do. You can correct a prior report, you can update a report, or a newly exempt entity. So you can, put that in there. So guys, when it says a nonprofit doesn't have to report, let's say you just got your 501c3 this year, you still have to say newly exempt entity. So I would still err on this side of making sure, and just file. If you have any LLC, if you have any corporation, you have to do it on all of your LLCs and all of your corporations that you actually have filed with your Secretary of State or forming organization to open up your company. And then you just go through filing information, initial report, correct that, update that. You do the reporting to the company. If it's existing, I would request to receive a FinCEN ID, so you can do that. And then you go, that's your reporting company. If it's existing, you're going to go ahead and say that. If it's a new company, don't check that. And then you're going to uncheck that if it's new for this year. And then you're going to fill that part out. And then you're going to put beneficial owner. If you're an exempt organization, it asks you on this page if you're exempt. So you need to then say you're exempt, and then the individual's first and last name, and then you do it. So you still file it, or $500 a day penalty. So don't not file it. File it for any company that you have. So I'm going to go back over the rules, guys. Rules, guys, are that you must file if it's before if your company was open before January 1st of 2024, you have to file by January 1st, 2025. If you opened your company this year, you have to do it within 90 days of filing. And then pretty much just do it as soon as you open the new company. Just go on here and file your beneficial owner. That should be the next step after you open your LLC or your thing. I'm going to go through the report. So you got your exemptions. Let's go through. Let's see if we have penalties. Let's see here on the FinCEN page. What happens if a company does not report or fails to report? Guys, as specified in the Corporate Transparency Act, a person who willfully violates the BOI reporting requirements may be subject to civil penalties up to $500 for each day the violation continues. So don't play. That's all I got to say. All right, guys, I put the link to filing in there. I put the link to filing for this. Guys, it even says you can get prison time up to 2 years and a $10,000 fine too. So don't play. Do it. If nobody's telling you to do it, do it. Get the link. Get all your LLCs that you have. Go on there. Hit initial report, reporting company, existing if it's existing. If it's new, don't hit existing, fill that out. Beneficial owner, that's your name, address, and your driver's license number, and hit the submit button. All right, guys. I'm really, this was something that I really wanted to talk about, because that penalty that we were talking about, like I said, the compliance of this, $500 a day. And even for small companies, you have to do it. Even for exempt corporation, exempt nonprofit, like I said, you're going to go on there. Look, you still got to file it. You just don't click on there. Let me see. you just don't click. Let me go here. If it says company applicant, you go on there, and if it says that you're an exempt organization, you would just hit that you're an exempt organization. So that doesn't mean that you don't apply. That just means that you have to still come on here, put in the name of your company, put in your tax ID, all of that kind of stuff, and then go, and then you say that it's exempt. And then when you say it's exempt, then now you don't have to then finish. You don't have to put the rest of your driver's license in there. That's the only thing that they're saying. They didn't say you don't have to come on here and report. They say you have to not put your driver's license in there. So one more time, guys, I'm going to go back over the compliance. What happens if you don't do it, right? So then you get a $500 for each day that the violation continues, and up to 2 years in prison and $10,000 fine. So both individuals and the corporate entities can be held liable for willful violations. So that's it. Now, guys, this is free to file, and it literally takes probably about 5 minutes to do. So make sure that you do it. If you have any questions and you have concerns, you can give us a call, 248-416-1755, and I can show you what I did, or or give you the website so you can just read it and do yourself. But we can possibly help you walk through it. So all right, guys, thank you for tuning in today. Please comment, please share this if you know somebody that owns a business, or your family, even if they just opened up a LLC, they're not using it. Please go ahead and tag all the people, because this is important to me, and also for me to help people in my community, because sometimes we get forgot. The very small businesses, they don't tell us, they don't tell the very small businesses that, okay, this is super important. They'll say it, but it's like, okay, we really need to help our community. We really need to tell what things are happening, so that we don't, the very small businesses, if somebody just opened up a LLC, they might not know about this. So please help, please share, please tell the people. All right, guys. Bye-bye.